learners! It's me, Teacher Flor, your teacher in Science 4, Module 6. Light is a form of energy which allows us to see the wonderful creations of God. Because of light, we enjoy doing a lot of activities at daytime, and things become more interesting and attractive because of their magnificent use. In this lesson, you will be able to investigate the properties and characteristics of light. So, are you ready for today? But before we continue this lesson, please prepare your materials that we are going to use for these activities. These are the materials that we need for this lesson: paper, ball pen, clear glass with water, spoon, coin, and oil. And now, let me assess your prior knowledge on the lesson that you are about to study. First, let us find out how will you know the topic by answering the pretest. So let's start. Put check in the line if the statement is correct and put an X if the statement is wrong. Light can travel through a vacuum. Number 2, light can pass through transparent materials. 3, light has no characteristics and properties. 4, a mirror, tin can, and aluminum foil are good reflections of light. 5, the bending of a light ray at an angle is called reflection. Good job, kids! And now, are you ready for our next lesson? But before we continue our next lesson, let us check first if you are still remember our lesson last week. Please get your paper and ball pen and answer this activity. Kids, do you know how light travels? The light travels in a straight line. It travels very, very fast at a speed of 300 million meters per second. However, when it enters or passes through a material, it slows down depending on the kind of material and its density. Do you want to know more about light? So let us watch this video.
Oh no, it's so dark in here. I can't see anything.
Yes, sweetheart. We can't see in the dark. Let me ask our friends. Guys, can you see us?
Oh, Ginny, they can't see us because it's dark.
Oh, I have a torchlight in my hand. Let me throw some light on you. Guys, can you see him now?
Oh, Ginny, they can see me because of this light.
Wow, finally, the electricity is back in the room. Now we can see everything.
Yeah. So now we can see everything because of light.
Yes, we can see things because of reflection of light.
Reflection of light? What is that?
Reflection is bouncing of light when it hits something.
What? Does light bounce back when it hits things?
Let me explain it in a simple way. Take the ball in your hand. Now hit this against the wall.
Well, naturally it bounces back.
So now did you get it?
Yeah, light bounces back like the ball when it hits something.
So when light hits something, it bounces back and the bounced light comes back into our eyes. Because of this bouncing back of light, we can see the things.
That is why we need light to see anything.
Yes, and this bouncing back of light is called reflection of light.
Look here.
Yeah. Can you see that the light from the sun hits the tree and it gets reflected?
And due to this reflected light, we can see the tree.
Reflection is when light bounces off an object. If the surface is smooth and shiny, like glass, water, or polished metal, the light will reflect at the same angle and it hit the surface. This is called specular reflection. Diffuse reflection is the reflection of light from a surface such that an incident ray is reflected at many angles. Another properties of light is refraction. But before we proceed our lesson, let us watch first this video.
Hi friends, I'm sure you've all heard that light travels in a straight line. It's called the rectilinear propagation of light. But are you ready to try your magic trick with me, where we are going to bend light? For the magic trick, I just need you to get a transparent glass like this filled with water. So pause the video here and go and get a glass of water. Are you ready with your glass of water? Next, I'll be showing an arrow on the screen, and you pause the video when you see the arrow and hold up your glass of water in front of the screen, something like this, and look at the arrow again and tell me, what do you see this time? Did you see the magic? Did you see the arrow changing its direction? It's happening due to bending of light. This is called refraction of light, and it's going to be the topic of this video. And then, as usual, we'll finish off with our top 3 questions on this topic. I have this torch here with me. When I switch on the torch, it gives out a beam of light. A beam is composed of many rays of light. As you can see, each ray is traveling in a straight line. Now for simplicity, let's consider a single ray of light. Now how do I bend this ray of light? I can't just grab the ray of light and bend it, right? So what do you think I need to do to bend the light? You might be thinking of using a mirror. So a mirror certainly changes the angle by reflecting back the light. But what if I ask you, I want the light to continue downwards and still bend it? Then what do we need to do? So you need a transparent material like glass or plastic here. Let's imagine there's a large glass block kept here, and I'm going to shine this torch on the glass block. Again, we'll consider a single ray of light for simplicity. Can you see the ray of light bending as it enters the glass block? This is known as refraction of light. There is also a partial reflection when the light hits the glass surface. But we'll ignore that for this video, and our focus will only be on refraction of light. So what have we learned till now? Light travels in a straight line as long as it's traveling only in one material. So as we saw here, as long as it's traveling only in air, it's traveling in a straight line. And then if you look only at the glass part, light is traveling in a straight line. But when light travels from one material to another, so here from air to glass, it bends. And this bending of light is called refraction of light. So here's the fancy definition of refraction of light. Refraction of light is defined as the change in direction of light when it's traveling obliquely from one medium to another medium. So what does this all mean? Let's break it down here. So change in direction means bending of light. Obliquely means the light is incident at an angle. And the word medium means material. For example, air, glass, water, these are all materials. You may also see the term optical material because optical refers to light. And for refraction, remember that the material needs to be transparent. Let's place the definition of refraction of light on our concept board. Have you seen any simple everyday examples of refraction? One thing that you might have noticed, or you can try yourself, is take a pencil and put it in a glass of water. The pencil will appear bent. It's due to refraction of light. Another example is if you go and stand near a swimming pool it actually appears shallower than it really is. And of course, the magic trick that we saw at the beginning of the video. So do go ahead and show it to your friends. But don't tell them the secret.
Refraction is the bending of light as it passes from one transparent substance into another. And now, are you ready of your activity? Please get your materials now. So these are the materials needed in our experiment. Glasses, water, spoon, coin, and oil. First, partially fill a glass with water. Then, pour some oil into the water. Put the spoon in it. Look through one side of the glass. Notice how the spoon appears. Drop a coin into the glass of water. Observe the coin from different angles. Do this as you rotate the glass slowly. Then observe. After this experiment, try to answer the probing questions. And now it's time for you to answer these activities. Thank you for your time, kids. I hope you enjoyed and learned something today. See you next time. Goodbye.